Hi, I'm Aloe the Tutor, and this is Charms 1. Introduction to Charms. Charms. In its broadest definition, a charm is anything, a word, a spell, an object, etc., that is magical, or stores, invokes, evokes, or channels magic. In this course, we are going to focus on charms that are usually carried on the person or placed in or near what they are expected to affect. We will not cover tools, relics, artifacts, and statues. Academia Magica. In Academia Magica, charms are classified into types. The most common types are amulets, a charm that protects or brings good fortune, animistic charms, a charm that influences, invokes, evokes, channels, or stores spirits, intelligences, spirit power, spirit forces, or energies. Astrological charms, a charm that invokes, evokes, channels, or stores celestial deities, spirits, energies, forces, or powers. Curse charms, charms that attract, invoke, channel, store, etc., bad luck, evil spirits, cyclonic energies, negative will or intent. Deitic charms, a charm that invokes, channels, stores, etc., the will, power, energy, or essence of a divine entity, force, or power. Lucky charms, charms that attract good luck. Natural charms, a charm of stone, metal, animal, or man that is not inscribed or constructed. Sachet charms, charms made of a cloth or leather bag or pouch filled with plant materials, crystals, stones, dirt, animal materials, and other curios. Symbolic charms, a charm shaped like or that bears a symbol that invokes the power of an entity, creature, power, etc. Traditional charms, charms associated with and used in a specific tradition. Talismans, charms that are constructed and or engraved for a specific purpose, usually to draw power or various attainments. Attainments being things like love, wealth, long life, etc. How charms work. The basic theory is that charms work because they are magical, innately charmed or enchanted, and are invoke, evoke, store, or channel deities, spirits, powers, or energies. Buying charms. There are some great charms on the market. 2 suggestions to bear in mind. Suggestion 1. Let your intuition and or divination be your guide to choosing charms. And 2. Always cleanse them before using them. A little side note. Let your intuition be your guide. Pass your hand over it one or more times. Kind of note your reactions to it. Note the things that pop into your head. Gut reactions. Maybe ask a few yes or no questions to see if it's right for your purpose. Making charms. The Practiceum for this course has several charms projects to help you get started. Using charms. 3 things. Cleanse, empower, use. There are charms for most any use. Cleansing charms. Before using a charm, you will need to cleanse it. This is especially important if you purchase the charm. Cleansing the charm will remove any negative energies, influences, powers, or spirits. There are many methods of cleansing charms. Several are listed below. Pick one appropriate to the intent of the charm or in keeping with your tradition. Cleansings. 1. Smudge it with cleansing herbs. 2. Hang it on a plant or a tree for 24 hours. 3. Sprinkle it with holy water, cleansing brew, etc. 4. Leave it in the moonlight overnight. 5. Leave it in the sunlight from sunrise to sunset. 6. Bathe it in running water, basically a river or a stream. 7. Bury it in the earth for 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 days. 8. Put it wrapped in a jar of salt. Again, leave it for 24 hours. 9. Pass it several times through the smoke of purifying incense. Empowering charms. The three most common approaches to empowering charms are magical charging, consecrations, and enchantments. Magical charging. Magical charging is a magical operation that empowers a charm by invoking and feeding energy and intent into the charm. The most common methods involve focusing on the intent while visualizing energy flowing out of or through you into the charm. The operation is complete when you feel that the charm is full of energy. Some examples will help. Example 1. Focus on your intent and visualize energy flowing from the earth up through your body, out of your hands, and into the charm. The color of the energy is appropriate to the intent of the charm. Example 2. Focus on your intent and visualize a light flowing from the moon, a planet, a star, a constellation, etc., flowing down through you, through your body, through your arms, through your hands, and into the charm. The source, planet, star, constellation, etc., and the color of the energy are chosen in accordance with the intent of the charm. Example 3. Focus on your intent and visualize, sense, and feel energy from a chakra, building, then flowing out into your body, into your arms, into your hands, and into the charm. In this case, we would choose a chakra appropriate to the intent of the charm. Consecration. A ritual invoking the power of a deity or a spirit to empower a charm for your needs. Two basic consecrations follow. The consecration rite. The consecration rite is done as follows. An altar to an appropriate deity or spirit is set up. The charm is cleansed. A circle is cast. The deity or spirit is invoked. The deity or spirit is then petitioned to empower the charm for your needs. The petition is followed with offerings and prayers of thanks. The ritual is closed. The circle is drawn up, and the charm is ready to use. The 5 elements consecration. The charm is cleansed and an altar is set up. On the altar place incense, a candle, a cup of water, and a cup of salt. Sprinkle the charm with the salt and say, I consecrate this charm with the element of earth, for, state your purpose. Then, pass the charm through the smoke of the incense and say, I consecrate this charm with the element of air, for, state your purpose. Next, pass the charm through the candle flame and say, I consecrate this charm with the element of fire, for, again, state your purpose. Next, sprinkle the charm with water and say, I consecrate this charm with the element of water, for, again, state your purpose. Next, breathe on the charm and say, I consecrate this charm with the element of spirit, for, again, state your purpose. Close by saying, by the 5 elements, this charm is now consecrated. Enchantment. Enchantment is a method of empowering charms by binding words, songs, thought, intent, and the power, spirits, forces inherent in them, invoked by them, or channeled by them into an object. To begin the enchantment, focus your thoughts on the center of the charm. Visualize your intent. Hold the intent for at least 3 minutes. Begin chanting or singing the incantation. Continue the incantation until the charm is tingling, glowing, and warm with power. When you get to that point, when you feel that the work is done, stop. Trace 3 circles around the charm and close with a gesture, such as clapping, snapping the fingers, a sign or a rune, or a phrase, such as so mote it be, or an action, maybe ringing a bell or tapping it. The charm is then ready to use. Recleaning and re-empowering charms. It's important to keep your charms clean and empowered. At least once a year, cleanse and re-empower your charms. Disposing of charms. I do not recommend casually throwing charms away. The reasons are listed below. Properly disposing of charms is not a task for beginners. I recommend storage as opposed to disposal. Storage. You will need a box, wood or metal. Thank the charms for the aid that it's rendered. Cleanse it and place it in the box with an earthing stone. Earthing stones include jasper, quartz, hematite, etc. The reasons. Over time, charms absorb some of your energy and spirit. The energy and spirit plus any naming on the charm connects it to you. Residual power, energies, spirits, etc. All the energies that are left in the charm can cause problems if they're left unattended. If the charm is religious, there will likely be verses, blessings, holy symbols, sacred names, etc. It would be disrespectful to just dispose of it by throwing it into a trash can or something like that. Overview of disposal. Again, this is not recommended for beginners. If you have to dispose of a charm, I recommend that you take it to an enchanter or a charms dealer. Back to the overview. Basically, you thank the charm, you sever the connections between the charm and yourself or the wearer, you dissipate the energies in the charm, you cleanse the charm, and then you dispose of the charm or recycle the charm. Again, this is not for beginners.